Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the solar generator and a 100-watt solar panel. I've got it about ran down all the way. And as you can see, we got 1 bar of battery left. And I've done some tests on this. This box fully depleted shows between 12.4 volts and 12.5 volts. And fully charged, it is 16.5 volts. And what I did was, I've got this little meter right here that I can plug in to the 12 volt socket, like so. I can cut it on, and it shows us what voltage we're at. So it's showing 14.4, so it's got quite a bit left, even though it's showing 1 bar left. So when that reaches around 12.6, I'll know that this is getting ready to cut off, because this certain solar charger does not show the percentage left, it just shows the battery bar. So I know by cutting this on and off and looking at this, we'll know when it's fully depleted. But today, I'm going to test out the stock length cable on this, which is about 6 foot long, give or take. And I want to see how much power is coming in. It's midday today, it's almost noon. So we're getting about full sun. And I want to see how much power is going into this thing from this right here. And I want to hook up the 20-foot extension cable and see if we have any power loss. Alright guys, we're getting 58 watts right now. But the sun is exactly right up in there. Let's see. There you go, you can see the sun. Keeps going and dipping in and out of clouds, but I've got the panel. I tried laying it flat, I tried angling it and moving it back and forth, but it seems to be getting in between 62 and 57. And I know as the battery gets charged, the less wattage comes in. So right now we're saying we're getting about 60 watts in, 57 right now. So let's hook up the 20-foot extension and see if we're getting any energy loss right there. All right, the sun's dipping in and out of the clouds, but we're at 54, so we lost 3 watts. Whether that has to do with the sun or the length of the cable, I'm not sure. Keeps going in and out there. You can see the sun out here. You'll be able to see when the clouds come by, but that's a good length of cable. So you'll be able to keep this inside. If you're camping or whatever, you can keep this inside of your camper or tent, your truck, whatever, to keep it out of the sun, keep it cooler while solar panels stay outside. And that's why I went with the 100-watt solar panel instead of a 50-watt solar panel, just in case I ever do get a bigger solar generator, battery box there, and I can get maximum input of power. Well, there we go. We didn't really get much loss. I think it's around 288 watt hours, close to 300 watt hours this little box is. There's the name brand, 300 watts, pure sine wave inverter. So I can plug in 2 things right there up to 300 watts. And I think it has a max of 500 watts. So if something kicks in a little bit higher wattage than 300, it'll still take it without kicking off. Well, that's just a quick little experiment I wanted to do with the length of the cable. It's about midday, so I figured it would get the most power now, but as long as the sun's hitting this thing, it seems to get at least 50 watts coming in, depending on how full the battery is charged. And like I said, I have this voltmeter that I got. It has a USB-C and a USB-A on there as well, so lots of ports. I got this particular one because it had the USB-C 60 watts. It'll accept 60 watts and give 60 watts either way. But I've noticed when I plug my laptop in there, it takes more. It gives more than 60 watts. It's around I think it was like 63, 65 until the battery starts charging on the laptop, and then it gives less, of course. So as we see this battery charging here, we should start seeing less wattage coming in. Let's see where we're at right here with the voltage. We're at 14.7, and like I said, when this thing's completely full, it shows 16.5, give or take. I know that's kind of a rough estimate with this right here going into the 12 volt socket, but it does show the voltage. And so if you're using during the day, if you're using less than 50 watts coming out of this thing, you're always going to get a trickle charge, depending on what you use. You have a fan plugged into this thing. Some of the fans use anywhere between 5 and 12 watts. Some little 12 volt fans or USB fans. I've got some little USB fans in there that use around 5 watts, give or take. So you could plug a couple of those into the USB and just use 10 watts, and that would bring that down to 42 watts coming in. So you could be in a camper or tent or whatever like that and run some fans during the day if you needed to. Or charging your phones and computers or cameras or whatever you need during the day while the sun's coming in, and use it for fans at night. It's probably the best option. So this solar charger, battery box, solar generator, whatever you want to call it, is a great alternative to like the Jackery, the Gold Zero, at a total fraction of the cost. Probably half, if not more. Like I said, this particular one has a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter. So you can use any appliance or anything that'll plug in there that uses less than 300 watts continuously at a time. And I know a bunch of those 12 volt coolers, refrigerators that they have out today uses a whole lot less watts than that, especially once they get cooled off. And just a quick update here at the end of the video. It's been about a little over an hour, well, about an hour, and I've been unplugging the included 6-foot cable and my 20-foot cable that I have, and checking to see about the wattage loss, and it's been a consistent 3 watts every time. So by adding 20 feet to the included 6-foot, you're going to get a 3 watt loss, which isn't too bad with a 100 watt solar panel. Well, there we go, guys. Just a quick video showing the FNN, as I call it, solar generator with a 100 watt AllPOWERS solar panel, charging the battery box with the stock length of cord versus 20 feet of cord. Even with no light in here at all, it's bringing in 1 watt. You can see right there where the sun starts. We're totally in the shade, ambient light, bringing in 1 watt. Hope you were able to get a little something out of the video. If you did, leave it a big old thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Let me know about your solar adventures, if you have any particular solar generators and solar panels that you like to use and how they perform. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you look down below in the video description for all my social medias and links and whatnots. And if you like the video, definitely make sure you share it. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always, plan, prepare, and practice. Handy out.